Hey y'all. Hey everyone. How's everybody doing? Hey y'all. Who else is loving this remix, y'all? Anything with Beyonce, you know I'm about to play it. Don't even get me started. Yes, Dada, you already know. Hey y'all. Well, y'all already know. Thank you for coming on time. We are live from Philly. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday, y'all, from 8 to 9. And we have a really great interview coming tonight with a kid named Philly. Really, really dope artist and designer. So I'm excited to get to know him and see what his designs look like. So we're going to get to know him soon. Y'all know I already got to let y'all know about How Do You Trap Thursdays. It's Thursday, y'all. So if you haven't sent in a video, make sure you do that. It can be 30 to 60 seconds. Email us if you want to do that, or you can also DM the video. And also, just check out the ones that we already have on the profile, because we already got a couple great videos from other artists, and that's another way for you to get insight on what we're looking for. So definitely check that out. Let us know what you do on the daily, what you create, or what you do just even for work, or how you get your money, or how do you stay productive. So let us know about that. All right, y'all, but our artist just joined, so we're gonna go ahead and bring him on, y'all. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm pretty good. Still moving during this quarantine.
Right. Gotta make it somewhat productive. It's getting a little bit harder for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm managing. So tell us who you are. What do you do?
I'm a freelance artist from Baltimore. I basically specialize in painting celebrities, portraits of people.
Mm-hmm.
I've done everything from, as you see, artists behind me, Beyonce, multiple different artists. Been doing it for about 4 years now. It's
Mm-hmm.
my getaway, my quick getaway.
Yeah, I hear you. And I love that one behind you. It's super intense with his eye. Like,
Thank you.
for real. So
Thank you.
we're gonna jump right into a fun game, and we got a good amount of people in, so we're gonna have some audience participation too. So it's called
All right.
Boo. Hey, Express the Artist supporting. So this game is fun. So we're gonna give you 2 items to sell to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you got let's give you
Okay.
about 2 minutes. Give us like your best commercial infomercial voice, and let us know why we need it.
All right.
So the first one, ooh, oh, I thought the connection was going in. So the first one is a quarantine workout plan.
Oh, a quarantine workout.
Let us know how we staying fit. Keep us in the house.
All right. So the best way to keep your mind right and your body right is to keep working out, stay consistent. So the best thing to do every day is to take at least a minimum of an hour to yourself. Go take a run, walk, even if you're doing some push-ups in between a TV show. It's going to pay off in the very, very long run for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to teach yourself consistency, discipline, and in the end, you're always going to have a pretty good result, whether it's physically or mentally. It's going to help you out.
Okay. I like that info. I'm gonna be your first customer. I'll subscribe to the plan. What y'all think? Y'all like his workout plan or no? Let's see. Suspense. Okay, Asia giving you some hand clap.
Mm-hmm.
See? Let's see, we got 2 customers.
Cool. Make sure I send the quarantine package with it.
See, everybody always see. You probably gonna get a whole bunch of customers because everybody loves the bundle. Oh, Day-Day's
Yes,
won't buy.
yes.
She said you coming to run with me.
I got you.
Yes.
Everybody needs that push.
Facts. Everybody needs a workout partner.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Summer and Cat Cobbs, they buying. Mars buying. I think you got it sold out. It's sold out. Cha-ching. So, all right. Let's see how you do on the second one. Now, are you an Xbox person or do you
Yes.
an Xbox person?
What's that? We have an Xbox. I was about to say, you a PlayStation?
I like both. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I was more of an Xbox person growing up, but I do like both. The PlayStation controls get on my nerves sometimes on the joint because I'm used to.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna make this a little harder. You gotta sell me a PlayStation.
You're gonna make me sell the one that I don't want.
tell me, tell me why I want a PlayStation. You know.
All right. So, if you're going through hard times like right now during the quarantine, pretty bored, buying a PlayStation, a brand new one at that is the best bet. You can watch your Netflix on there, any of your app watching shows. You can also play with your friends. There's some new games that are now uh, console cross, so you can play with some Xbox people, as well as some new accessories and everything coming out with the new system. So you can stay entertained for a couple more
Okay, you got me with that crossover with the Xbox.
hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy. What y'all think? Hey, everybody that's coming in, I wave to all y'all. What y'all think? Y'all buying
Yep,
this?
see, like you don't want no PlayStation, see?
Let's see. The suspense is killing me, y'all. Am I the only PlayStation purchaser? Some Brit said better sell us that first gray joint.
Yes, yes.
I don't know. Elise said, okay, she gonna buy the crossover and the updates on the new system.
Hmm.
Buy. Summer's gonna buy it, but she says she's gifting it later.
Hopefully
Okay,
it's not.
Express, you
Hopefully it's not
buy
to
it
me.
too. Yes, we team Xbox, y'all.
Yes, yes.
You got some customers though. Okay. Everybody
Definitely Team Xbox all the way.
there we go. All right. Looks like you won everybody over because everybody was not feeling the PlayStation at first.
Mm-mm.
Britt said, "Throw in a Sega and I'm in." We got you. That's a part of the bundle, right?
Yeah,
Always gotta get them with the bundle at the end.
always, always.
Over. All right, I think you're straight. I think you got all your customers. That's pretty much right. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
so Team Xbox. Period. That's all.
can't go wrong with the Xbox.
So now you went into your story a little bit when you came on, but I do want to just give you some time, to just fill us in on your whole story, your background story, and like your entrepreneur journey, and how you got into art, all of it. Just give us some like highs, some lows, some standout moments.
All right. Like I said before, I've been doing painting for about 4 years. I've been dealing with art my whole life, from being a toddler and getting in trouble from drawing cavemen on furniture and walls to this stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
I actually stumbled across painting. I was going through a hard time in my life. Stopped doing artwork and everything, and a couple group of my friends one day just came and got me out of my apartment and dragged me to Michael's and got me some canvases.
Aww.
And we just sat there and painted for a while, and they actually really ended up liking it and hyping me up, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you should try selling these." And it honestly it took off from there.
Great.
It's gotten me pretty far. I've been on a billboard here in Baltimore. I've also met quite a few celebrities. I've done quite a few meet and greets with them, so that's been pretty big for me. I've met Currency, Wiz Khalifa, Davies, A Boogie with a Hoodie, YB and Corday. It's a pretty big list.
Yeah. That's why, and
yeah.
I love that you have friends who did that for you. Like that's
Yeah.
rare. I
Yeah.
feel.
Oh yeah. I always try to surround myself with good people. You can't get anywhere without good people.
Right, and then it just turned into like a whole career for you. So that's
Hmm.
definitely good. That's amazing. Now, what was your like favorite celebrity encounter?
Um, I'm going to have to say it was A Boogie, because it was a whole concert meet and greet setup that I went to, and I was so used to going out and doing things with like all my friends, but for some reason at this time nobody wanted to go to concerts.
Right.
So I just winged it, went by myself. First thing that I really did by myself at a public event like that, and
Mhm.
ended up making some good friends out there. And by me coming in as early as I did, they ended up actually taking my painting on stage and showed it to everybody.
That
Yeah, it
is,
was a very good experience.
yeah, I can imagine. I feel like I'm a big concert girl. I love concerts. I feel like you meet friends there. Like,
Oh yeah.
regardless if you go alone or like with a group, you always gonna find somebody in there that you vibe with. Because
Yep.
everybody, obviously, y'all have the same taste in music.
All there for the same thing.
Yeah, y'all probably sipping on something. You know, everybody get a little friendlier at that point.
Hmm.
Oh, especially
Yeah.
artists. Asked me, he said, I might need cover art. You down?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always down for cover art. I
Yes,
love collaborating with different artists.
yes, love it, love it. Y'all better plug. So aside from A Boogie with a Hoodie, you said now. Did you not mention anybody else, or that was like the bulk of the list?
um, I also I also met Schoolboy Q. Now, between Schoolboy
Uh
Q and Dave East, I got a good amount of publicity off of them too.
huh.
Um, because I was the least expected, but with both artists, they ended up posting my stuff on their Instagram stories, and um, it's just a good feeling, going to sleep and then waking up to a whole bunch of messages, and your friends are like, "Hey, is this your artwork?" And lo and behold, my art is hanging up behind some celebrity, so
Right.
it's pretty cool.
That's super super amazing. He was the first person I saw in concert, Schoolboy Q, and
Really,
I got meet and greet tickets too. So that he's definitely got like such a good personality. Like even
it's
like I love
hilarious. He is hilarious.
he's so funny. I mean, he was super high. He was super
I'm
high.
I'm not gonna lie though, like seeing celebrities on TV and on Instagram and everything, and then meet them in person, it's completely different story.
Yeah.
Like especially meeting Davies and Schoolboy Q, you think that like they're all one size. Meeting
Mhm.
Davies, I didn't expect to be towered over. I'm 5'8". This man was completely towering over me, and then when I got to meet Schoolboy Q, I'm looking down at him. So it
Right.
completely threw me off. But personality wise, they're all the way there, all the way there.
Very good people. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Now we're gonna do another little fun game because I know you're a designer too. So
Hmm.
we want to see what you got. So I'm gonna give you some time to go and put on as much of your clothes that you have available, and
Okay.
just model it for us. Pose a little bit, like the little TikTok dances,
All
Joan.
right. Yeah, I got a little something.
I'm
All right, give
gonna
me one
play.
second.
We gonna get back into this remix, y'all. We got another minute and 52 seconds of this Beyonce and Meg. But yeah, y'all. When I met Schoolboy Q, that was like 2014. I was super excited. And I got up there, and he was super nice, but he was definitely out of it. Like it was like I'm like, oh my god, I love you, and he's like, I love you too. The suspense is killing me, y'all. I can't wait to see the clothes. Yes, Day Day, that's our song. Yes, Asia, we gotta listen. We gotta give them the streams. And I'm gonna die if they give us a video, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
All
die.
right. So,
Okay, that was quick.
yep, I got a couple, just a little couple items. So, um, this is one of the shirts that I'm currently selling right now.
Okay,
It's
I like
a
the color.
Baltimore Orioles themed. Got
Mhm.
Oward on there. It's a
Oh,
little slang for us.
don't worry.
It comes in orange, and it
Mhm.
also comes in, this is my favorite one, comes in black.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And the black comes with the black lettering, or the lettering on the black shirt glows in the dark. This
Really?
shirt, yes. This shirt as well is glow in the dark friendly. So if you have a black light, everything that's orange on this will glow.
That's so creative.
And
That's
then for our essential workers, I have matching
yes. Come
face
with the
masks.
class.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And I know
I have three different ones. I have this one. I have one with my face on it. I actually just sold my last one, my last one, but I have a Nipsey Hussle one as well.
yes, shout out to King Nip.
Yes,
I
yeah.
love that. I love the like the color definitely stands out, and I love like when people actually look at the shirt and see what it says, they be like, "Oh, all right," and it's gonna be like, "Oh, all right,"
Mm-hmm.
like so lit. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. So you
Thank
got.
you.
So you said it's just those shirts. Anything else that you have coming in the future?
I'm trying to bring back this design. I was doing jean jackets,
Mm-hmm.
and I was throwing my logo on it. It's actually named after a good friend of mine, Gabe De La Rosa. His last name means of the rose. So
Oh,
I did my logo with, as you see, roses in the background.
oh, that's so nice. Oh
So
wow, very
yeah.
detailed. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super dope. I love that. Now, what is your? Do you have a name for your line or?
I actually don't. I'm in the midst of working that out right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
all part of my Phil the Artist brand, but I eventually do want to separate it that way. It's no confusion between the art itself and the clothing line.
Got you.
But
Got you. Okay.
yeah,
So funny because if you didn't tell me you were from Baltimore with everything that you got with the shirt, your name, I would be like, oh, he from Philly like me because we so are.
I get that all the time. I like majority of my shows that I do now are in Philly, and they once they see my name, they're oh yeah, how long you been living here? And I'm like, I
You
don't even
got
know what street I'm on.
you got our lingo down. That's the main joint. You know, you gotta have
Yes.
Mari and join. Like I
I
just
mean,
said.
y'all look. I gotta work on one because y'all definitely show me the most love. Like I get a lot of love here, but it's completely different in Philly.
Yes,
Completely different.
we got a big center for creatives out here. Like everybody does
Oh
something.
yeah,
Everybody does something out here. Whether you
you guys are very well put together. The support is unreal.
super fast. So you're gonna be a part of the Philly EWay show, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
you gotta come down here.
Oh
You gotta
yeah.
come down. Now, oh wait, sorry. Let me make sure I didn't skip no questions, y'all. Kayach, drop your IG below for the people. His IG is pinned right there in the comments, y'all. So you can go follow him. Oh, everybody told you that. Sorry. Mar loves the colors. The Brewski way. He
Thank you,
said he do
thank you.
great work. Yes, very
My
great work.
man Paul is in the house.
Yeah, shout out to everybody coming in and supporting. Shout out to y'all. Yes, Asia, Philly is love. We show a lot of love out here. We love artists and creatives. We got a lot of music artists,
Hmm.
visual artists, graphic
Very,
artists.
very. Oh my gosh, the music scene is awesome too.
Yeah, and, a lot of good food. We got a lot of good chefs out here. A lot of different everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, very creative, very creative.
How did you get like introduced to the Art Trap House?
I actually been following you guys for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was I was supposed to do a show with you guys. I want to say maybe a year or two ago, and like I don't know why, but my nerves were shook. I was still teetering between still trying to get the business together and actually being in front of people doing the shows because it's like I said, this is my getaway. So I'm still trying to get used to being in the shows and interacting with people like that. I'm sociable, but at the same time, when like all eyes are on me like that, it's a little bit intimidating. But it looked like you guys had a very 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 big and lit crowd, so I wanted to build myself up to live up to the image, you know.
I feel you. I feel you. I totally relate because to be honest, I'm more of an introvert, but
Hmm.
I feel like when you're a creative, you have to dabble into the extroverted side too.
Yeah.
But I feel you 100%. I'm like I got a love hate relationship with it, and I like it, but then if it's
Hmm.
too much, like don't look at
Yeah.
me.
Oh yeah. Yep. I had to
Like you
teach
know
myself
what?
that if I wanted that exposure, I had to step out of that box and go out and mingle and network. So
Mhm.
it's good steps. Very good
Yeah,
stuff.
obviously, like your art is obviously meant to be on a larger scale because you already had like a lot of exposure
Oh
and
yeah.
celebrities, stuff like that. So I'm glad that you're, starting to really get back out there with that. Now, how would
Yeah.
you like define success?
Um, Success to me is ending up with tons of stability with your product. Um, and coming along with that is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like like you have artists that create stuff every now and then, and it has a value. But I really do feel like creating something more for the people with a affordable value is more important. That way, you can still have that connect with them and all.
I hear you. Yeah, 100%. Now, how long did it take you to really start to like see the fruits of your labor and like what you were putting out?
um, I want to say it took maybe like a year of actually like breaking things down, trying to get the pricing right and all. And um, honestly, what really helped was listening to the customers.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first started selling paintings, I was selling for like $30, $40, and to me, my quality, because I was getting used to painting, it was like, all right, I'll take it. But the more and more that I would actually go and sell it, people would be like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. So every time I would hear it, up the price. So
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely helped me in the long run.
I know that's right. Now
Yeah,
talk about that a little bit. Like how important is it to price your work at its value?
it's extremely important because, especially as a entrepreneur, a lot of people don't really think of the middle steps of actually still trying to connect with your buyers. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I still try to keep it like I have people that tell me, "Oh yeah, you should charge thousands of dollars," and I'm like, I also want to sell artwork and also want to see my artwork in other people's homes.
Right.
And it's working out because like even with my friends, random people, it is to a point where I can go to certain restaurants here in Baltimore and I'll see my artwork hanging up. So I know that by keeping it in a good price range where they feel like it's like, oh, I'm putting out some money, but at the same time, it's worth the gift and
Yeah.
the process for them. So it's a good turnout. Always a good turnout.
Yeah, I love it. Now talk about your creative process. Like what does that look like for you?
Um, so especially with the paintings that I do of musicians, what
Mm-hmm.
I tend to do is I listen to like as much of their catalogs as I can as I'm painting it. That way, I can still get a feel of who I'm painting
Mm-hmm.
and what they're going through. And I also like to choose like my favorite albums of course of each one as I go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I try to do that. I try to research on the meaning of whatever music that they're going through at that time. That way, I can somehow try to incorporate it within the theme and the background and everything of each painting.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a question. So Mars said, "Put us on. Where can we go to eat in Baltimore and see your work?" Yeah, question.
Okay. So one spot is called Raw and Refined. It's a outdoor. It's like an outdoor bar area right on the harbor water. It's really nice. Amazing drinks. They have I want to say about like two outdoor bars, and then they have one that's indoors if you want to cool down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely worth the trip. They'll definitely hook you up on the drinks.
Okay.
Um, and another spot is in Canton, Baltimore. It's
Mhm.
called El Buffalo. Both restaurants are actually owned by the same people.
Oh, okay.
They're basically pretty much buying different restaurants and everything, and fixing them up and trying to have different themes one throughout the city. So it's pretty cool getting to work with them and help decorate within their company.
Yeah, that's super lit, and I love that they're
Yeah.
so supportive of you with that.
Oh
That's super.
yeah.
I love it. I love when I go into restaurants and I see like real artists' work, not just like the classic,
hmm
like real authentic artwork.
Yeah. Something I don't want to say more creative, but something non-generic. I feel like sometimes you do go some places
Mhm.
and you're like, I feel like I've seen something like this before, but
Yeah,
they gave me a good opportunity to stand out.
yeah, it feels more personal when you see like
hmm
random artists in there. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Asia said you have to link with Millie. He owns the gallery About Nothing, and she can help you get
I
art. And
actually know him. Yes, yes. He actually. It's funny because he was helping me out in the beginning, like with some of my promotion and everything, and I ended up I stumbled across him because the in the beginning he came to me when I first started doing my artwork and everything, and when I did the A Boogie with a Hoodie concert, no, the
Mhm.
Dave East concert, I just happened to turn around and he was right there, so I ended up, getting to relink with him and all. But he's his museum is sick. It's completely sick. I kind of want to work my way up to that. I don't exactly want a museum, but I do want to eventually have a place to help showcase more for Baltimore artists here, whether it's
Right.
a venue for helping them showcase exhibits or
Mhm.
just little events and everything. I definitely need more of a platform trying to build it up like Philly is.
I hear you. Now talk about the art scene in Baltimore, because I mean, I've been out there to visit, but I don't, stay out there too heavy. So.
Honestly, there's so many gems in Baltimore. It's kind of saddening because we get focused outside of Baltimore on the negative stuff that happens here, politics and
Mhm.
all. But when you come here, it's a lot of art. Honestly, Philly reminds me a lot of Baltimore, but on a bigger scale.
Mhm.
Um, but the Baltimore art scene is it's pretty amazing. They're starting to actually build up a lot of the areas around like the Micah area.
Mhm.
Um, Multiple shows, especially with the music scene. The music scene is completely nuts right now.
Yeah.
Um, so it's that with the way that it's working around here, a lot of the musicians are taking more initiative to collaborate with artists like me.
Mhm.
So of course, like they'll put their music out, and then it's pretty much guaranteed that somebody within the art scene is going to be on the cover, helping them out.
Right.
We're starting to use our resources a lot more than just, oh, this person has something good, but I'll see how they are later on, but let them build up their portfolio. But
Yeah.
it's a lot more helpful now.
I hear you on that. Even on that last point you mentioned, because I would say, I mean, we already talked about the art scene in Philly, but I would say that's
Hmm.
one thing that I would label as a slight flaw that we have here. That's starting to get a little bit better. We do have a tendency in Philly. Well, not me, but other
Yeah.
Philadelphians. They have like this popularity contest thing sometimes. Like if you're not super popping, they don't always. But
Well, it's kind of like that. We like to call it here the crabs in the barrel mentality.
yeah, I was trying to think of
Yeah,
it. I was like, it's something with
yeah.
seafood. But go ahead.
So it's it's more so everybody wants the same thing, and not everybody wants to share their resources. And
Yeah.
I guess that's where it's more so this. Don't get me wrong, I'm the same way, but it's more so when somebody approaches me and they want to do something like that. For me, I'm reading their vibe of how serious they really want to take it.
Yeah.
So if you really want to take it far, if you have a product that you really want to push and you need the resources, oh yeah, come to me. But if you're just like, oh, I want some pocket change and you're not really running with it, I'm not going to extend my resources out. Whereas I could be spending that time with somebody that wants to be actually dedicated to with what they want to do.
That's a fact. I
But
really, yeah, I resonate with that because you don't want to give out all of your contacts and stuff like that to somebody who's not going
hmm
to take it seriously. So, yeah.
and you never know what bridge they might end up burning that you might
That's,
need. You never know.
yeah,
Never
that's
know.
it's like a referral, So it's like your artist resume. So
Yeah.
you put it all out. I feel you 100%. Now, when you get commissioned for like a piece, what would you say are like three things that you want like your client or your customer to know about you as an artist? Like when it comes
um
like when they look at your art, what do you want to stand out to them? Or like,
Honestly, I one of the main things that I want my customers to have is the I want them to have options.
hmm,
I feel like that's what some entrepreneurs slack on.
hmm,
Everybody wants options. You go to the mall, you're not going to want to look at one style of clothing or one color. You got to give them options.
yeah,
So when you come to me for like custom artwork or anything, I just ask for you to send me a reference photo. Tell me what colors you want. I'm also into interior decorating, so I'm so into matching colors and everything. So I try to give you as many options, whether it's from colors, glow in the dark, sizes, everything. That way, it's like you're the one that's creating it, and I'm putting it all together for you.
I love that. Yes, you're like a artist on The Sims or something. Like, tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Britt said what he said. You'll go far, sir. Yes, he will. I agree. Marcus said my boy lit. Oh, Mar said once quarantine is over, she in there. Those restaurants you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
We
Yes,
love
yes.
food out here. Okay.
Oh yeah, you gotta definitely come down here. We got the little best hole in the wall food spots.
Yes, I love it. I love to eat, so I love talking about food.
Yeah.
But what would you say, like, so far, like, what platform best serves your market that you've,
Honestly, this is Instagram is my best market. It's a lot of people don't realize that, yeah, like you can create a business account on it, but paying $2 for promotion goes the longest way. And some people don't want to do that, but the only way I can put it is as long as you have a platform like Instagram and you invest in yourself, it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like, you mentioned that earlier, consistency is really what's key. And, like, just utilizing your resources, because I feel like any platform that you put yourself out there on, there's a potential customer out there. You really never know, because social media has become like just this huge way of life now that you kind of have to know how to function if you want to be successful. So
yeah,
using those ads and because they really do, they allow you to select how many people get exposed to your art, whatever you put out there. So
and like I have mine, of course. I have, in order for you to like have it, you have to have like a Facebook group page and everything. But by me doing that, it took me a little while to actually understand it, but I didn't realize that it is actually taking anything that's Facebook related and sending it out, advertising it. I have literally the most random people hitting me up, even people from other states that I haven't even visited yet. I'm sending artwork to, so it's a very, very good platform to use. Extremely good platform.
I would agree. I feel like Instagram is, if you position yourself properly, I feel like Instagram is definitely a moneymaker. A lot of people. I'm a Twitter user too, and a lot of people make money on Twitter too. I feel like
I'm iffy with Twitter. I'm iffy with Twitter.
No.
See, the only reason why I'm iffy with Twitter is because I feel like you can sell. It's a good place for word of mouth, but at the same time, Twitter is very heavily opinionated, and it can easily like tear somebody's mental down. So like, don't get me wrong, I have one, but. And like I'll sell some of my stuff on there every now and then, but I refuse to put myself out there, especially with something that I love doing, and just put it out there for somebody to tear down just because they're having a boring day. So I keep it to the platform where it can actually sell, and I can get the good and constructive reviews and keep it moving.
Yo, that is so true. Because I was thinking that I'm like, you can make money on Twitter, but it's like a cost. It's a price to it, because you definitely have to have very thick skin on there, and it can be if you don't balance it out with, hey, let me take some time away from Twitter. It's definitely
I honestly took a couple of years away from it because I was seeing where it was going, and I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. I could go in there and rant or whatever I want, but I going on there and seeing people posting personal stuff to be torn down, that I don't want to incorporate myself with that.
I hear you 100%. It's definitely more of like a little public journal than anything. It's not always.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Mar asks, have you had any repeat celebrity clients?
No, I wish. I'm coming like very, very close.
Yes, not yet.
And we're going to speak it into existence. There was, actually when I saw, when I met Currency and Wiz, they were here in Baltimore for one of their concerts. But one thing that did actually catch me was I had wore the jean jacket that I showed you earlier. And as I was walking away from Currency, he like stopped me really quick. He was like, "Yo, did you make that?" Like he was catching it. So I eventually do, even though I already got him a painting, I do want to somehow try and get one to him. Because I actually just found out he's since he's a local down in New Orleans, he's always done at the House of Blues. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
see,
try and pop up one
check
day.
back.
Yeah, try to
Yeah,
pop up and give him some work.
yeah, I love it. I love that he stopped you. Like he saw what he like your art stood out to him. You know. So
Yeah, it's little things like that. It definitely helps me mentally go a long way and keeps pushing me.
no, 100%. Yes. Day said, "You are so right. Bop somebody in the face through Twitter. It'll get you there. I'm telling you, you gotta get off
Oh
there.
yeah,
I took a little 2 week break not too long ago. I'm like, oh, it's a mess on
Twitter
here.
is toxic. Is completely toxic. You can learn some stuff on there, but it's toxic.
It is. It really is. It's a mess, y'all. It really is. Now, you mentioned all the celebrities that you worked with. Who was the very first one? Like your first?
The very first meet was Davies.
Okay, now explain
Yeah.
like just go over how that went because you already
Honestly, I felt like I needed to step it up. I was just simply doing like a little bit of shows every now and then. And I saw that he had some tickets. This was like when he was first really coming out and doing tours, and like I think the ticket was like $70 or something like that. And so I decided to wing it and go and meet him, and it was honestly a very very good experience. Loved it, and
I love it.
it actually ended up working in my favor because he did a segment a couple months ago with Men's Health magazine. And when they went to his house and was trying to see how his workout regimen was and everything that he does, and lo and behold, even in like the title screen and while he's working out in his gym, you see my artwork just hanging out there right behind him. So that
See?
was definitely a good milestone.
Yeah, see, I always I'm a big person on like repeat occurrences. Like if it happens to you more than once, it's meant for you. Like if you keep
Oh
meeting all
yeah.
these celebrities, you know, your artwork is gonna display the masses of people. You're meant to
See,
be level.
I always felt that because like even when I was little, I'd travel different places, and like me and my family would always stumble across celebrities just walking around in the normal like as if they were one of us. And I don't know, just as I got older, I'm like I feel like I'm kind of meant to be around these people if they just keep
Yeah,
popping up around me, you know.
you are.
But I try to keep with it.
I love it, and I know of another artist who met Davies, and he said that he was a nice guy. So I'm glad to hear
Yeah,
it's a real
I mean
authentic.
he used to go to school here, so it's always love when he comes back.
Yes, I love it. We got a
Yeah.
question from Data. It says, "What female artist would you like to meet in person?" And
Oh.
uh
All right, so I gotta meet SZA. That's like my baby right there.
yes,
Yeah,
SZA.
yes, I definitely need to meet her.
It says, "Who would you
Um,
love to sit and paint in person?"
Paint in person. Mm, honestly, all right. So I'm a huge fan of him. So I would have to do Kid Cudi.
Mm, that's a good one. That's a good one. I feel like that would come out really dope too.
Yeah, actually, that's one of my paintings I had to show you guys.
Ooh, can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Britt said he died real quick and came back. We love SZA over here. I'm
Oh yeah, no scissor hate, no scissor hate.
yes, we waiting on that album, girl. Now, what has been like your most satisfying sale to date?
Honestly, um, it was very surprising to me. It was a family friend of mine. Um, she was going through some stuff in her life and went and bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
She's part of a little Corvette club and everything, and she's also an art collector. So she decided to buy one of my pieces, and of course I expected her to be like, "Oh yeah, I want one of my family so I can hang it up." And she wanted a self portrait, a self portrait of herself, and to this day, that's been like the most expensive one. It was cool though, very very
Oh, so
cool.
especially because she just moved, so that's something that she
Hmm.
thought, she
It was
was house
a
with.
little new fresh start to add to it for her.
Yeah. Now, do you
Yeah.
work like by yourself, or do you have like, did you build like a team?
I mainly work by myself when it comes to like promotion and stuff like that. I have very, very supportive friends, like the
Mm-hmm.
ones where you post something and you don't even have to ask. You already know you're going to get tagged in something. So it's basically off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That and mainly trying to promote myself, though trying to build it that way. Once everything is fully intact and everything, I could then reach out to those friends that have been continuously supporting me and be like, all right, cool, come work with me. I can give you a portion. Keep this moving. As long as you're helping me out, you're gonna have money in your pocket.
Yeah, like
Type situation. So.
Yeah, 100%. I feel the same way. Everybody that holds you down, you know, when you're on the come up, are the people that I feel. I'm like, I'm gonna always make sure y'all straight. Once I get all my millions, you know, everybody getting cut.
Yeah, everybody gotta eat.
Everybody's good. I'm gonna fall out if I meet Nicki Minaj. I don't know. Who would I'm gonna fall out if I meet B. I'm gonna try and compose myself, but I don't even know how I would act if I met Beyonce. Though I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know. I just hope I don't like really pass out.
Be a little starstruck, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I don't think I would be super starstruck with anybody but her. Like everybody else, I would be excited, you know, that I enjoy. But her, it's just like, my God, like, what does life look like for you outside of quarantine? For you and your band, your art.
All right, so a lot of times, if I'm like outside of artwork, I'm a full-time employee for Spirit Airlines. No slander, please.
I ain't had no problems.
I know, like I usually tell people that, and it's downhill from there. As if I don't work for the people, you know. But you know, like if besides that, even my coworkers are supportive. Half the time, I'm taking my art to work with me. If I have downtime, working on it there. Which a lot of people don't realize. Even just walking down the street, that's perfect publicity. There was a brief time where I didn't even have a car, and I was walking through Baltimore City from place to place, holding my artwork, and people are pulling over, asking me for my information and everything. So, pretty much, I wake up, work out, and it's nothing but art all day, back to back.
I love it. You were like the marketing king. Like you just like walk outside and you're gonna meet a celebrity and say like get commission for something. Like I feel like that's the type of person.
You gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready.
What do? Are you a flight attendant or what for Spirit?
I'm a ramp lead, so pretty much I get to help make sure all the luggage and everything makes the flights, and then my favorite part of the job is I get to drive those big tractors that actually pushes the plane out and control it. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
But now you still get free flights, right?
I get discounted, but
I mean they're already the cheapest, so you know.
Yeah, with their bare fare.
I have never had a bad experience with a Spirit flight. Like I actually
look. I always say that the people that complain about Spirit are the ones that can't read, because it clearly says it's a bare fare airline. So you buy your ticket, you're buying for the bare minimum. Anything like your luggage, all that, it's an additive. You pay for it, and then by the time you pay for all that added on, you have your Southwest ticket.
Right.
So.
Because the most thing I've heard people complain about with Spirit is like the leg room and the seats are. So I wouldn't get on like
They got new planes now. Before the quarantine happened, we were actually getting a whole new fleet of brand new planes, more leg room, more aisle room, everything. They call them big seats now instead of first class.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, ain't no Spirit slander over here. I'm good on Spirit.
Nah, tell them to give me a raise if I'm plugging them on this, you know.
Listen, y'all audience, y'all have bad Spirit experiences? Because I haven't. I really haven't. They say you got me thinking about Toy Story. He's just like Beyonce, Rihanna, and Kanye. Oh, those your three that you would want to meet? I'm a Beyonce for sure. I want to meet.
Look, I want to meet Kanye. Like, I mean, we share the same last name, so it's like I have to kind of. But at the same time, I need that man to like calm down. Don't need him wilding out.
I feel you.
But no, I would actually him and Jay-Z. I would like to sit down with them too and learn a thing or two on being a businessman. I feel like that conversation would be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now I want to definitely see some of the artwork that you have. So we want give you some time to do a little show and tell for us. So pick like 3 or 4 of your pieces. And
I've already got a couple pieces. So the first one is this Jean-Michel Basquiat painting.
Yes, love it.
I'll move out the way. This was my very first big scale painting that I've done. Is actually 4 feet by 3 feet.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
I'm a huge fan, as you can see as well. Got my little
Mm.
Basquiat crown. Um, I want to say this one took about three days to complete.
Oh wow.
It's actually, it was like also my first cover up because I had originally painted Kanye on it and I hated it and I
Mm.
trashed it and I somehow transformed it into this. So
That's
this is
amazing.
my little recognition for Basquiat. My
I'm
other
shocked that it
piece,
only took you 3 days to do that.
yeah, I actually been knocking these out pretty quick lately. The more and more I do it, the quicker the process.
Mm. Okay.
This is my newest favorite of the weekend, of course.
Mhm.
It's my newest favorite because, as you can see, when I first started, everything was in color, black
Mhm.
and white, and then anything that was like actual bright color would be the background. But now that I've gotten more comfortable with my skin tone, I've
Mhm.
been trying to incorporate more color within the actual painting. So this is my first full color painting that I've ever done. I just completed this one a couple months ago.
Yes, beautiful
Um,
piece. I love that.
and it's kind of hard to see right now. Trying to see if I can show it. Yeah, it's not really coming up right now, but if I had a black light going in
Mhm.
right now, it actually has his OVO XO
Oh, wait, is it
sign on there.
glow in the dark or
Yep.
no? Oh wow, that is lit. I love that. I think I can kind of see it a little bit, but
Yeah, it's a
I love it.
little X here and then the O's over here.
Yeah, that is so dope. I love it. We got a lot of heart eye emojis in the audience. I love it.
And then this is my next favorite piece. I absolutely fell in love with this one. My original one, I ended up selling. It was of his face,
Yes, yes, love it.
but I
Mhm.
have Kobe here.
Yes. I mean, he rest in peace.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
this is definitely one of my next favorite pieces, of course.
Mhm.
This one took me a couple months to actually complete. It was one of those ones where I started, ended up starting to hate how it looked,
Mhm.
but something told me not to go ahead and paint over it, and I'm extremely glad I didn't because it ended up being a bigger masterpiece than I expected it to be.
100%.
Um, Definitely one of my top sellers because pretty much all my artwork I have print versions of, so this people eat this one up.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, that's really beautiful. I think you did him beautiful justice by portraying him like that. That's a really well done.
Thank you.
Yes, very much so.
And then my very last one, I gotta back this camera up really quick.
Mhm.
Very last one is, of course, Kid Cudi.
Yes. Okay.
With
Very
the whole
done.
Kid See Ghost theme to it.
That is amazing. I love the detail in his face.
And then you can actually, yeah, you can kind of see it where it says Kid See Ghost
Yeah, I
up
see.
top. That
Mm-hmm.
is as well. That and the ghost that is painted behind him glows in the dark.
Wow. Can you like turn off the lights real quick or what?
Actually, let me see. I should be able to. Actually, yeah. Let me get the black light really quick. I can grab it.
Okay, I just want to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, we got a lot of Kid Cudi guests and fans in the audience. So
Oh yeah, those the best fans.
I feel like he's like out of all the music artists, he's definitely up there with like the mass following. Like,
Oh yeah, it's because of how he connected with people. Honestly,
mm-hmm.
that's the best way.
Trying to see it a little bit.
Yeah, it's more so one of the ones where it's kind of hard to set up now actually, but
It's
yeah.
fine. If you can't, it's. I just wanted to
I
see if
also
it was
do
possible.
also with the custom paintings, no matter what, like say that you sent one of like a family member or something like that that you would like,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a celebrity, I always give a option of glow in the dark and where you want it. That way, once again, it could be extremely customizable for yourself or your home.
Yes, I love that. And that I have to say, like, I think I don't recall meeting any other artists or knowing of any other artists that do that. That like incorporate glow in the dark paint and stuff, or at least not
Hmm.
at this point in time. That's definitely
I mean, you
very
gotta do whatever you can to step out and make your stuff
mm-hmm.
shine.
100%. Now, do you have like a website or like where can people, stay in?
um, I'm revamping it. Most of my stuff right now is actually sold through Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm very interactive on there now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my stuff, because of the business account, if you go and like, even if it's a Instagram story or even if you go on to post, a lot of my stuff is tagged on there. That way you can actually buy and shop right there from my Instagram. You don't even need to go to a website or anything like that. You can buy it there, pay for it there. It accepts Apple Pay, so it could be on the go.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend doing that for all those entrepreneurs out there.
Yes, that's definitely, and I don't think I've seen too many artists doing it that way either. So that's cool, and it's
Hmm.
definitely a quick way to have people just do a 1-2, oh bye.
Oh yeah,
Ace is asking, is that Beyonce a graphic or did you paint her?
yeah. That one is a great.
It's a graphic, yeah. That joint
Yeah,
is nice, very very nice.
thank you.
And I might be
Yeah,
biased, but it's funny.
it's definitely a top one of my top sellers.
Oh, of course, of course. I love it.
Thank you.
Papa Cobbs asking, is that a painting of LeBron James behind you?
Oh yes, I'm surprised you spotted that. Yes, it
Come on,
is.
Dad, he got a try too. Nice, very nice.
And then, of course, I got to show this because today is his birthday. But I also got Travis Scott.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yes, love it. Very nice. Asia says she is so proud of you.
Thank you.
Seriously, I love it. Now, is there anything else? Like, what can we look forward to from you? And he should. Well, I mean, we in quarantine, but what
I'm
look forward
actually
to?
I'm doing a couple shows in Philly, and I'm also doing there's a album that is about to drop next week. That I don't do music. I've retired from that, but I'm helping a good friend of mine. He goes by King Clark. He's
Mm-hmm.
a local Baltimore artist, so I'm helping him out with his project, with his visuals from his music videos to even to the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Good friend of mine. But yeah, that's like my main project that we're focusing on right there. And pumping these teas out. I got all the time I got in the day right now for during this quarantine, so I'm trying to
Right.
do as much as I can as possible to stay creative.
Yeah, and I think you're doing a great job. I mean, you have a lot
Thank
of
you.
potential and just like so much that I see you going very far with all of what you have going on. I just want to shout out somebody said, oh, Brittany said, I'm rarely impressed and I'm won over. Everybody is telling you up, and y'all need more views. We need you guys to spread the positivity. Yes, make sure you guys are inviting your friends, family. Everybody's at home, so if they don't have nothing that they're doing between 8 and 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, tell them to tune in. But I really appreciate you being a part of the show tonight, and I really
Thank you so much.
appreciated getting to know you. I feel like you are an amazing artist, and I very much look forward to everything you have coming.
Thank you
And
so much.
sanitize and free because we don't need you in
Of
coughing.
course. I got to make it to y'all show.
Right, period. Once quarantine is over, we're gonna get that lit. It's gonna be like a big
Yeah,
happy big reunion at that point.
I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yes, well thank you so much. I'm gonna let you go and enjoy the rest of your night, okay?
Thank you for having me.
No problem, thank you. Bye
You have a good
bye.
one.
Great interview, you guys. I'm so very thankful for everybody joining us tonight. Thank you for all of the questions and the comments. Thank you guys just for the interaction and for, being a part of the show. I really enjoy getting to know Philly. He has an amazing body of work. And like I said, very much looking forward to what he has coming in the future. Make sure you guys tune in every Tuesday and Thursday. We have like a plethora of great artists and different creatives, business owners that we have coming on. Make sure you guys tune in to our next show, and I'm gonna tag the next person that is coming on. He is a tattoo artist, super dope. His name is Tommy Trill. You guys can go ahead and check out his page. And like I said, tune in when he comes on. I'm sure that's going to be another great interview. Like I said, you guys, How Do You Trap Thursdays? We are still looking for content for that. So if you guys are interested, just send in a video, 30 to 60 seconds, letting us know what you do on a daily. If you're an artist, if you're a singer, you're a rapper, anything, just let us know and send it in either through email or through DM. And what else do I gotta plug, y'all? Oh, the mixtape, you guys. Spring Showers. We have a mixtape out. Let me go ahead and put that page down there also for you guys. Very amazing lineup on that mixtape, you guys. Like we all know, we're on quarantine, so you guys got nothing to do in there but to eat, sleep, and listen to music. So go ahead and check this out and let us know what you guys think. Follow the page, and if you guys are interested, stay tuned for how to be a part of the next one. Thank you guys again for being a part. Love you guys. Oh, thank you guys. Don't make me blush. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you back next week. Stay safe, sanitize, like I always say. Stay in the house 6 feet away so we can get out of quarantine, y'all, because I'm starting to go a little stir crazy, but I'm good. So come back and make sure you guys let everybody know about what we got going on over here, live from Philly every Tuesday and Thursday, you guys. Love y'all. Peace and love, everybody.